bienvenue sur l'antenne de
Good
TV
evening,
Festival.
everybody. Welcome to TV Festival. You've come to experience the evening dedicated to Sink or Swim, directed by Gilles Lellouche. It's a film not in competition here at the 71st Cannes Film Festival. Gilles Lellouche, this is his first film on his own. He's got an incredible cast there: Mathieu, Amalric, Guillaume, Canet, Benoît, Poelvoorde, Hugues, Anglade, Virginie, Efira, and a host more French stars. They'll all be with us on the red carpet today to enjoy the evening, and we will share all of the experiences with you here on TV Festival. The sun is shining. We had some rain earlier on in the day, but things have cleared up and it's fine here in Cannes.
Vous voyez à l'antenne,
on screen, you can see Christian Mungiu.
Souvenez-vous de sa palme d'or.
He won the Golden Palm several years ago.
Et puis on va tout de suite se rendre à la rencontre.
But we are going to try and speak to two actors. Hello, Tahim, how are you? Cécile, how are you? Fine, thank you. You're with us because you have a film in the director's fortnight. It's a first film. It's called The Players, and it's all about gaming circles in Paris. It's a nighttime occupation. It's a very closed society. How did you get in there? Well, it's kind of secretive, but it's a night-time activity. You have to be an addict, really. So we got into that, and when you see the film, you're really moved, and we were really happy to have had a look into that enclosed society. Well, thank you very much. Have a great evening, both of you. Their film is in the director's fortnight. It's all about gambling and gaming circles, a first film.
So Tahim
and Stacey Martin are in that film. On screen, you can see the star of all stars, Jane Fonda. She's on the red carpet here this evening. She comes every evening to sign autographs.
On attend beaucoup de monde ce soir.
We're expecting to see a lot of people on the red carpet this evening, including the stars from the film Sink or Swim. This is the first time that Gilles Lellouche has his own film in Cannes. He's acted in different films which have been shown here before. But this evening, he is the director of the film, and he will be here with his actors.
Voilà toute l'équipe des joueurs.
Then we have the actors from the film, les joueurs, the gamers, on the red carpet. Tahim, Stacey Martin, Lellouche also, who is here in Cannes also in a Romain Gavras film called Le Monde est à toi. That's in the Director's Fortnight section.
C'est un fait historique. Les règlements du César ont changé. À Cannes, depuis la préfecture. Le passé au Grand Central, où il avait déjà un partenaire.
Oh.
Que l'on a vu aussi dans un prophète, le nom des gens, la science des femmes, Suzanne. Cette année également dans Le Monde est à toi. Jeune Fonda sur le grand écran du palais. La comédienne de Hugues, on achète plein les chevaux de Barbarella.
Jane Fonda
is with us. Great actress. She's also politically committed, and there has been a documentary made about her life, and that's being screened here in Cannes.
Et puis sur les marches aussi.
And on the red carpet also, I don't know if you can see on the screen, but we have Nikia Costovaldo from the Game of Thrones series is also with us.
l'arrivée des chevaux à rail.
C'est toi qui dis au speaker qu'il faut aller.
Si vous nous rejoignez,
if you've just joined us, welcome live on the red carpet for the film directed by Gilles Lellouche. It is not in the competition here, but it's got a fabulous cast of guys all in their swimming trunks, because it's all about a group of friends who, to give some meaning to their life, decide to set up a synchronized swimming team of men, and they hope to participate in the World Championships.
Et on va retrouver toute l'équipe dans quelques
And we're hopefully going to meet all of the team in just a short while, but there are so many stars glittering on the red carpet here this evening. Thierry Frémaux is greeting them all, Pierre Lescaut also. So there's plenty to be looking at whilst we wait.
Et c'est Isabelle Huppert.
Isabelle Huppert is on the red carpet signing autographs. She's here to see this film. It's a French comedy. She is a fabulous actress, as we all know, who's been in comedies as well as in serious films.
Excusez-moi, Ashwaya Rai monte les marches. La magnifique comédienne.
Ashwaya Rai is on the red carpet also.
Bonsoir Isabelle Huppert.
Good evening, Isabelle Huppert. How are you? I'm absolutely fine, thank you. I imagine you're feeling rather joyful at the thought of looking at a comedy with lots of swimming trunks. Well, yes, I'm really pleased to see this film. I'm delighted to be in Cannes. You're a fabulous actress in serious films, but you also have acted in comedies too. Is that enjoyable? Well, I love enjoying all kinds of films, comedies, dramas. There's always a bit of drama in a comedy and a bit of comedy in a drama as well. What kind of a film viewer are you when you go to the pictures? Oh, I'm very eclectic. I like to see all kinds of everything. Film is a multifaceted art, and you are a multifaceted artist. Thank you for speaking to us.
une montée des marches à Cannes placée
This
sous le signe de la
is
comédie.
a fun red carpet this evening. We're here to see a comedy directed by Gilles Lellouche. It's called Sink or Swim. It will be released in France in the month of October. This evening it's being screened out of competition here in Cannes, and we're just waiting for the whole cast to turn up. Gilles Lellouche is the director, and he has recruited all of his pals: Guillaume, Canet, Mathieu, Amalric, Benoît, Poelvoorde, Philippe, Katherine, and lots of lovely ladies also: Virginie, Efira, Leila, Bekhti, Marina, Foïs, and I'm sure I've not mentioned a whole host of other stars who are in this film, all about synchronized swimming, the subject for a comedy film. But it's not only to make us laugh, the film also has other messages, all about depression amongst men, for example.
Comédie d'auteur.
So it's an art house comedy, if you like.
Bonsoir Vincent Perez.
Good evening, Vincent Perez. How are you? Well, I'm fine, thank you. You're here to see a French comedy? Well, that's great. I'm looking forward to seeing this film. I'm sure it's going to be very funny. Have you seen any footage? No, I've seen a few photos, but Gilles talked a little bit about it. What did he say? Well, I can't wait to see all of those men in their swimming trunks. Have you ever acted in a pair of swimming trunks? Yeah, my first film, I was in my swimming trunks. And how do you feel when you're acting in your swimming trunks? Well, you manage to do your job.
C'est mieux pour le...
Isabelle Huppert à Cannes.
Isabelle Huppert is quite at home in Cannes. I can't count the number of times she's been here. In the Haneke films, of course.
Pour ne citer que ce film. Et elle soulignait son éclectisme de spectatrice.
And she's just said that she likes to go and see all types of films.
Son éclectisme de comédienne également.
And she is, of course, a very versatile actress.
Souvenez-vous, il y a 2 ans, elle était
2 years ago, she was in competition here in Cannes with Paul Verhoeven. Let's try and have a word with Diane Kruger, who's with us on the red carpet this evening.
Bonsoir Diane.
Good evening, Diane. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. So you're here to support your friends? Yes, that's right. I know a lot of them. I know Gilles very well. We've worked together in the past. So this is a French comedy screened here in Cannes. That's quite a rarity. Yes, that's true. I've heard a lot of talk about this project. I've got a lot of friends who are acting in it, so I can't wait to see the film. So what do you remember of your Best Actress prize last year? Oh, I still feel thrilled about it. I'm delighted to come back, and I'm keen to hear who's going to get the prize this year. I've had a magical year. Thank you very much, Diane, for speaking to us.
Et revenons à la sublime Isabelle
Let's
Huppert.
get back to the delightful Isabelle Huppert. She won Best Actress on 2 occasions, once in 1978, if I'm not mistaken, and the second time for The Pianist. And she won the Best Actress award for that film also. I think she was with Bernard Magimel in the film, and I think he got the Best Actor award.
Isabelle Huppert, elle fait partie des 12
Isabelle Huppert is one of the 12 women to have presided over the jury. If you remember, yesterday There was a very girly red carpet. Well, there's going to be another of our favourite actresses here on the red carpet, Céline Salette. Let's see if we can get hold of her once she's finished signing the autographs. And I think I've seen Madame de Moustier, who is also here, in a short film being screened here in Cannes. A lot of people on the red carpet for this film, directed by Gilles Lellouche and entitled Sink or Swim. It's a really enticing cast list, of course, as is the theme.
Nous retrouvons sur le tapis rouge Isabelle Giordano.
Beaucoup de comédiennes venues admirer
A
les
lot of
acteurs
actresses
en
have come to admire the men in their swimsuits.
Qui leur permet donc de venir au Festival de Cannes. Et là, par droit, une montée de marche.
Bonsoir Anaïs, comment allez-vous?
Hello Anaïs, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. I think you're here because you're starring in a short film. Well, it lasts 25 minutes. It's directed by a young woman, who's got her short film in the Critics' Week. It's called Pauline a servi, and the director is really full of talent, and I think we'll hear about her in the future. When you're an actress with experience, what is the joy in going back to short films? Well, it's discovering new directors, new writers, and new talents. Talent can be old and it can be young as well. Thank you, Anaïs de Moustier, for speaking to us. Let's go and speak to Céline Salette. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Vous venez soutenir un ami parce que Gilles Lellouche, vous avez tourné ensemble dans Hachachach.
Supporting Gilles Lellouche, who's a friend of yours. You've worked together. Well, we're delighted to be here. The film is going to be a real treat, I think, for everybody. So it's great to come and see the film. We don't see very many comedies in Cannes. There have been the Coen brothers, of course, but it's not really the norm. Well, I'm really keen to look at it, and the cast is absolutely outstanding. So, to see all of these men in their swimsuits, well, it would be a shame not to come and enjoy the sight.
Tandis que vous pouvez voir sur les marches.
You can probably see on the steps Géraldine Pellas and Christopher Thompson,
à la ville comme à l'écran,
who work together on screen and are together in life. They've come to see the film Sink or Swim. So many people here to see this particular screening. People are looking forward to a good, light-hearted night out at the pictures.
pleine de sensibilité.
I think it's a film which is very funny, but also quite sensitive as well. Describes how a group of men decide to set up a male synchronized swimming team to give some kind of meaning to their lives.
Et tout de suite, on va essayer d'aller retrouver Wim
Let's
Wenders.
try and have a word with Wim Wenders. He is presenting a documentary on Pope Francis here at Cannes this year,
Car Cannes fait la part belle.
because Cannes also focuses on documentaries as well as fictions. We've got feature films, short films. There's Alexandre Lamy. He's also on the red carpet.
Bonsoir Audrey Lamy. Comment
Hello,
allez-vous?
Audrey Lamy. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Perhaps you could introduce me. This is my director, Frédéric Kirin. For the film, which is going to be released on the 18th of July, and we're happy to be opening Cannes Junior.
Racontez-moi comment le film a été reçu,
Tell me how your film was received. Well, it was the first time we'd ever screened it to a real audience, and we had a very pleasant surprise, and there was a lot of emotion. It went down very, very well. Enjoy the red carpet.
Elle était à l'affiche de Mosaïque, André Déchiré, présenté à Cannes.
Bonsoir Wim Wenders, comment
Hello,
allez-vous?
Wim Wenders. How are you?
Moi, je vais
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Finalement,
On est arrivé.
We've got here. It's a bit of a
On
relief.
était dans cette colonne depuis 1 heure. je
We've
crois.
been waiting for about an hour to get on the red carpet, but we're on the red carpet. It's great to be back in Cannes. You've brought a documentary here
commentaire sur le pape François.
about Pope
Homme de
Francis.
parole.
Yes, a man of his word. So it's all about Pope Francis.
On approche, comment on convainc
How did you manage to convince the Holy Father to participate in a documentary? How do you broach him? Well, it wasn't me.
C'est le Vatican qui
The
m'a
Vatican
demandé si ça
asked me
m'intéresserait.
if I was interested in such a project. It wasn't my idea.
J'aurais pas osé.
I would never have
Vous aviez
dared.
envie de raconter de lui.
What do you want to tell about? What do you want to say about the Pope? What did you want to show about the Pope?
C'est un homme qui n'aurait même pas de montrer les marches ici.
Well, it's a man who we won't see on the red carpet here. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.
Alors tout de suite, regardez, on retrouve Lucas donc, bonsoir.
Let's have a word with Lucas here and Victor Polster also.
Voilà, réalisateur et
The
acteur du
director and the actor in a wonderful film called Girl, which is in Un Certain Regard.
C'était beaucoup d'émotions, je crois.
I think you were really moved today, Lucas Dont. Oh yes, it was really moving. It's the first time that I saw the film with an audience in the same room. My mum was in the room, also my dad was there. I was really moved by it all. And I've got my actors here, the father and the son on the screen. How do you feel having screened such a sensitive story?
C'est incroyable.
Oh, it's
déjà de pouvoir
incredible. First of all, to be here in Cannes, and also to, I was delighted to have played the role of Laura, who was a boy in her body, but a girl in her head. Yes, I really enjoyed playing that role. I admire the character that I played. And you play the role of a very caring father. It must have been quite a challenging role, coping with Laura, who's rather aggressive with the father. Well, on the contrary, it was really pleasant because the relationship that we had on set was absolutely fantastic. What I shared with the crew was out of this world. Thank you very much. Thank you, all three of you. Enjoy your evening. So that was the crew from the film Girl, a wonderful film directed by Lucas Dont, a very sensitive film.
On va peut-être essayer à présent, car une star en chasse une autre.
Let's see which star we can grab next.
Michael Youn.
Michael Youn is on the red carpet. Good evening. How are you?
Ça va bien,
I'm fine, thank you. I'm always happy to be here. And you're happy to see a comedy.
film que j'ai envie de voir.
Well, it's the only film I want to see, but let's not tell anybody about that.
C'est quoi? C'est parce que pour voir tous ces acteurs en maillot de
Do you
bain,
want to
c'est
just
ça?
see all of these guys in their swimming trunks? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Non, c'est parce que c'est
No,
des
no,
copains. Puis
they're
je trouve
just
que,
my
voilà,
pals.
Le projet est audacieux.
And
ouais,
it's a
vraiment bien à
daring
voir.
project, and I just want to see the result. Well, enjoy the evening.
Le cinéaste a reçu la Palme d'Or en 1984 pour Paris, Texas. Il est accompagné
Vous avez vu il y a quelques instants
So a
des
few moments ago, we saw a whole batch of stars turning up at the red carpet.
donc Wim Wenders qu'on a interviewé
Wim
tout à l'heure.
Wenders is there in the center of the red carpet. We had a chance to speak to him.
En séance
He
spéciale,
is
son
bringing
documentaire,
a documentary about Pope Francis,
on en parlait avec
a man of his word. We had a word with the director.
le comédien Ignacio Oliva, du blanc, le Yanko, et du documentaire.
Que de beau monde pour cette montée des marches.
Some fabulous big names here on the red carpet for this film, which is not in competition, a comedy directed by Gilles Lellouche.
Film avec une distribution.
And the cast is absolutely amazing.
Guillaume Canet, Benoît
There's
Poelvoorde,
Guillaume,
Mathieu,
Canet, Mathieu, Amalric, Benoît, Poelvoorde, Philippe, Katherine, Jean-Luc, Anglade, and as far as the women are concerned, there's Marina, Foïs, Leila, Bekhti, Virginie, Efira. This is the first film which Gilles Lellouche has directed on his own.
Voilà, alors que Laetitia Casta signe les
Laetitia
autographes.
Casta is signing autographs. As I have already said, there are so many stars coming out tonight to see the film. The film festival has often opened the door to many genres of films. So Laetitia Casta is here.
Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Good
Bonsoir.
evening.
Comment ça va?
Jean-Paul Rouff, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine as well. Are you ready to dive into the deep end with your friend Gilles Lellouche? I'm really proud of my pal. I'm really happy to come and see his film. Has he said much about it? Yes, he's talked about his film. He showed me a kind of pre-trailer last summer, and I said, this is looking really good.
Franchir le pas et de réaliser
So he's
tout seul,
taken his
parce qu'il avait
time
réalisé Narcos.
making his own film. Well, he's a very fragile little thing. He didn't dare do it before. Well, let's try and see what he's got up his sleeve.
Jean-Paul Rouff,
Jean-Paul Rouff there starred with Lellouche in Le Sens de la Fête.
Beaucoup de monde
A lot of people thronging on the red carpet to support Gilles
pour
Lellouche
la
with his
première fois un
first
film à Cannes et surtout qui
film.
présente un film qu'il a réalisé en
Screened
solo.
here in France.
On
He's
se souvient
directed it alone. He co-realized the film Narcos. This is the first time he's directed on his own.
Narcos, bravo. Tandis que Carla Bruni est sur les marches
Bruni
et
is
que
on the red carpet.
et Malik Bentala viennent d'arriver.
Accompagné de Florent Père, de Julien Saunier.
Et on attend évidemment toute l'équipe.
And we are hoping to see the entire cast from the film Sink or Swim. Apparently they've just left the Majestic Hotel on foot. It's always really good fun to see the crews come on foot. It was the case yesterday of the film The Girls of the Sun. They walked from their hotel along the Croisette.
Gilles Lellouche, donc je vous le disais, voilà, qui avait co-réalisé le film Narcos.
Gilles
qui avait
Lellouche
réalisé,
co-directed Narco. This is the first time he's directed alone. He's also worked with Jean Dujardin on a film of sketches. He's worked with different directors, asking them to contribute sketches.
On retrouvait des acteurs dans tous leurs états. Mais Gilles Lellouche a enfin franchi
But
le pas.
at last, Gilles Lellouche has taken that step and has directed the film on his own.
Voilà, on va commencer à aller se rapprocher de l'équipe du film.
We'll try and get closer to the cast from the film.
Et à l'image, c'est Audrey Lamy que vous voyez.
You can see a host of stars on the stage. Audrey Lamy is here. She's not presenting a film, but it's quite traditional for actors to come along
Il y a
and
aussi des équipes de films qui, pour le plaisir de monter les marches,
enjoy climbing those
et, des
steps
films qui vont sortir
and
dans
support
les
films which are to be released in the near future.
Cannes Maroc, dont elle nous parlait tout à l'heure.
Avec nous sur le tapis rouge, l'équipe de Monto. Le film de Manditalas. Il est accompagné de Moati Siliki, de Razika Dugal et de Play Machine. Ses comédiens. Beaucoup de monde ce soir pour découvrir le grand bain. Le nouveau film de Lellouche, réalisateur.
On va essayer d'aller à la rencontre de Danny
Let's
Boone.
go and try and have a word with Danny Boone and Laurent Lafitte. They're both signing autographs.
Bonsoir Danny Boone.
Hello, Danny Boone. How are you? Fine, thank you. It's great to see a comedy here in Canet. I'm delighted for Gilles Lellouche and the whole cast. I'm going to go up there and see the film. Well, let me come with you.
Marion Cotillard qui signe des autographes.
Marion Cotillard is signing autographs. She was here yesterday with a film about a mother who doesn't really take good care of her child. It's called Angel. And here we have the crew from the team on foot.
Qui parle avec la petite Normée? Non! Eh les gars, c'est le grand bar?
C'est le grand bar, les gars.
Non! Les deux!
Voilà, vous voyez
So here we can see the whole team
Moi, je les vois au loin, vous les voyez déjà
for
de
the
près.
film Sink or Swim.
Qui stationnent pour une arrivée en
They're
fanfare.
waiting there so that we can clear the red carpet.
Un casting incroyable.
An incredible cast. Guillaume, Canet, Benoît, Poelvoorde, Mathieu, Amalric, Hugues, Anglade, Philippe, Katherine, Félix, Moati, Leila, Virginie, Efira. I can't mention them all. There are so many stars in this lineup. Canet, a close friend of Gilles Lellouche.
On va aller très vite à leur rencontre.
We will try and hurry up and have a word with them.
Bonsoir Guillaume Canet.
Hello,
Bonsoir,
Guillaume
comment
Canet.
ça va?
How are you? I'm fine. How about
Bon,
you?
dites-moi alors, qu'est-ce qui vous a donné
So,
envie de
tell me,
sauter dans le grand
why
bain
did you
de
want to
Gilles
dive into the deep end with Gilles Lellouche? I imagine you'd go anywhere with him. Well, yes, it's an adventure. It's our second film together. I worked with him on Narco.
Vous aviez un rôle assez inoubliable.
You had an unforgettable role in that film, Narco. It's true, yes. And the screenplay really appealed to me, and I liked the character.
Raconter aussi des relations humaines.
And it was a nice theme, all about human relations, men. What kind of
Le film répond bien à cette question.
approach
Moi, je trouve
does he
vraiment bien.
have? Well, I think you should look at the film and then you'll find out.
Voilà toute l'équipe. Et
So we
quelle
have the
équipe.
whole crew, and what a crew, arm in arm.
Cette très jolie histoire
for this wonderful story about a group of men. Let's have a word with Gilles Lellouche. How are you feeling, Gilles? I'm fine. I'm a bit nervous, or I'm petrified, really. Are you happy? Oh, I'm absolutely over the moon. Over the moon. It's so exciting and it's so unique. What did you want to tell in your film? What kind of prism were you looking through when you were talking about these men? Well, I wanted to talk about that dynamic in the group, helping one another, being curious, and the effort and getting your taste back for life. And I was with the best people. Tell me a little bit about your cast, the men and women in your cast. Were you a bit like a family? How did you choose them? Well, I chose them to correspond to the different characters. Some of them I had worked with before, some not. So we composed a family together for the shoot. And being here in Cannes is just absolutely unbelievable. Well, enjoy the red carpet. Thank you.
Voilà, mais il y a tellement de beau monde.
So many people here. You don't know where to look. Let's try and have a word with someone else.
On va retrouver tout de suite Mathieu Amalric. Bonsoir Mathieu,
Mathieu Amalric, how are you? Oh, this is absolutely unbelievable. We're all together. Is wearing a swimsuit just like wearing any other costume when you're an actor? Well, yes, you'll see how very humane the film is because it's a comedy, of course. But the trunks make it possible to see the human soul. So it's a really warm film, very human, just like Gilles. Well, we can't wait to see the film. Enjoy the evening.
Regardez, regardez.
Just take a look at that.
On se fait des câlins dans le grand bain. Bonsoir Félix Moati, vous allez bien?
Félix,
venez avec moi.
Moati, how are you?
Écoutez, moi je propose, venez, voilà, Mathieu Amalric, Félix Moati, comment ça va?
Amalric, Félix Moati, how are you? Fine, thank you.
Hâte de sauter dans ce grand bain. Qu'est-ce qui
Are
vous a fait
you
sauter
keen to dive into that pool once again? Well, I followed Gilles and I wanted to thank him for bringing us all here to Cannes. Well, enjoy your evening.
Voilà, vous voyez aussi Mélanie Dout.
You can see Mélanie Douté.
Virginie Efira, on va aller voir Virginie Efira.
Let's try and have a word with Virginie Efira.
Bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir.
Good evening.
Je me mets à vos genoux, Virginie Efira. Comment ça va?
How are you? I'm really fine, thank you. It's all very jolly, this, isn't it? Yes, everything's jolly, just like the shoot. Oh, yes. There were a whole load of strong characters in the cast, acting together, so I imagined it was all going to be chaotic all the time. But something happened. Amalric was working with Poelvoorde, they'd look at each other, they were admirative, and so there was something which all gelled, there was a harmony, there was no chaotic combat. No. It was all very coordinated. Thank you very much, Virginie.
Bonsoir.
Good evening.
On peut le mettre dans le cadre pendant que je parle?
Venez, plongez un peu.
Here, dive into the deep end with me. Oh, he's already slipped away.
Benoît, un petit mot,
Benoît, come over here, Benoît Poelvoorde.
Voilà, bah écoutez, regardez cette
Just take a look at this wonderful lineup. Hello, how are you? You're the producer. Oh, I'm a bit stressed out here. Oh, don't be stressed. Enjoy yourself. It's the most fabulous evening of my life. That was the producer of the film.
Pour monter les marches.
And they're all ready to go up the steps now.
Et on a senti Gilles Lellouche très
Gilles Lellouche seemed to be very moved. He said he was very nervous about this evening's screening, but he will be supported by his entire team, all of the people we met earlier on who are here to support him. Gilles Lellouche for the red carpet celebration of his film Out of Competition called Sink or Swim.
L'équipe du film Le Grand Bain, réalisé par Gilles Lellouche.
Voilà Gilles Lellouche.
Gilles Lellouche
Au bras
there
de Leila Bekhti.
with Leila Bekhti on one arm
Mathieu Amalric,
and Virginie Efira on the
Guillaume
other.
Canet,
There's Benoît Poelvoorde too.
Benoît Poelvoorde de Cannes, c'est une longue histoire. Il avait été membre du
Benoît has been to Cannes many times. He was on the jury in 2004. In 2015, he brought a film for the director's fortnight.
Sélection Un certain regard.
He's been in the Un certain regard section also. In 2006, I think it was with Nicolas Garcia in competition, and then
Chez vous de Rémi
he
Belfond.
was in many more films that have been shown in Cannes.
producteur.
Et il était partie prenante de la réalisation. 1992, c'est arrivé de près de chez vous.
And he was part of the production team of C'est arrivé près de chez vous. François Damiens has started a new career as a photographer.
Tenez, François Damiens. François Damiens, vous n'êtes pas
François
arrivé.
Damiens, you're not on the picture, but you can perhaps comment the red carpet with me. Well, okay, why not?
Oh oui, il y aura un budget, quoi, un budget frites à la fin.
Well, as long as I get well paid, well, I'll give you a packet of chips. Well, I wasn't at the photo call this morning because I wasn't feeling too well. I'm often feeling under the weather. No, it's great to be here. If I knew how to swim, I would have been in the film. Yes, yes, indeed. We'll just take a look at that fabulous team there out on the red carpet. Apparently, it's the swing, and in the swimming pool where they filmed, they could all stand on the bottom of the pool.
Ouais, c'est le sommet.
Ah ben oui, non, ouais. Benoît, j'ai énormément de respect pour Benoît. Vraiment.
Vous avez déjà tourné en maillot de bain?
Have you ever been filmed in your swimming trunks? No, I wouldn't want to be filmed in my swimming trunks. No, the only person who sees me in my swimming trunks would be my wife, or at least if I've got no clothes on, the only person who's going to see me is my wife. Fabulous team on the red carpet. Just take a look at them. Oh yes.
Regarde, le petit Belge là, tac tac.
Et voilà,
There's
Benoît
the little
Poelvoorde.
Belgian there. Next door, that's Benoît. Next door to Virginie.
Et vous êtes un commentateur de luxe quand même. Hein.
Well, you're a great commentator. It looks like a big family, really. I'm sure something special there. Guillaume Canet is there.
Gilles Lellouche, c'est une vieille histoire.
Gilles Lellouche with
Les belles histoires, c'est des histoires qui durent. Hein.
the best stories, the longest stories which last over time.
Guillaume Canet, toujours impeccable.
Guillaume Canet always looks really smart. Mathieu Amalric, he could have had a shower before he came out.
Regarde.
Just take a look at that. They're all there.
Bah oui, c'est ça. En fait, on avait vraiment besoin de vous comme.
So we really did need you as our commentator. There's Benoît Poelvoorde clowning around a bit.
Bah oui, mais je crois que notre cœur balance là. C'est vraiment une magnifique distribution.
It's a fabulous cast. I'll let you join them, for example, or you may miss the film. Thank you very much, François Damiens.
François Damiens, qui représente
François Damiens
acteur.
is here to support his actor and actress friends.
Son premier film en tant que réalisateur.
And he has directed his own film for the first time, and it will be released in France soon. So the official greetings are now going on halfway up the steps. Thierry Frémaux is greeting him. The mood is very relaxed.
Une montée des marches joyeuse qui s'est
It's a
faite.
very joyful red carpet ceremony. Philippe, Katherine is there, who you have on your screen. Singer, actor. Gilles Lellouche said that he really hoped that Philippe, Katherine would accept the role because he couldn't imagine anyone else playing that role. And he's got his friends in the cast, such as Guillaume Canet, but he's got also actors who he admires. Mathieu Amalric, who's been a regular here on the steps in Cannes, acting with many of the other people in the same cast. Marina, Foïs, for example, they've acted together. On the 24th of October, you will be able to see this film in France, the film that Gilles Lellouche is presenting this evening here in Cannes, out of competition. And it's called Sink or Swim. Mélanie Douté is there, Jonathan Zakai also, members of the cast.
Et on va suivre toute l'équipe.
We'll follow them into the building, into the Lumière movie theatre.
Mais avant cela,
But before that, of course, the traditional photos at the very top of that flight of red carpeted steps. And this is a magnificent team we have in front of us.
Leila, Bekhti, Gilles Lellouche derrière.
Guillaume Canet, Gilles Lellouche,
Efira,
Marina
Marina Foïs.
Foïs, Mathieu Amalric.
L'équipe du livre Le Brun de Gilles Lellouche.
Et toute l'équipe.
And there the crew is going inside the building. And they'll be in the main movie theatre inside the festival hall.
Voilà l'équipe qui attend d'être réunie pour entrer dans le grand
So
théâtre
they're
Lumière.
grouping together before they go into the Lumière movie theatre. Gilles Lellouche is leading the way. I'm sure his heart is beating really fast. He said outside how anxious he was feeling.
Voilà toute l'équipe qui
So there we have the whole crew from the film Sink or Swim. They'll be taking their seats on row I for the screening of their film Sink or Swim, directed by Gilles Lellouche, not in competition.
avec une équipe du tonnerre, Mathieu Amalric.
Fabulous team there, that's Mathieu Amalric, filing in, Benoît, Poelvoorde, Alban Ivanov, Virginie, Efira, Leila, Bekhti, being applauded by the entire theatre.
Regardez, Gilles Lellouche là qui est déjà
Take a
très
look,
ému.
there's Gilles Lellouche, he's already very moved. Just imagine what state he'll be in by the end of the screening.
Voilà pour cette montée des
So
marches.
there we are, the red carpet for the comedy by Gilles Lellouche called Sink or Swim. We'll be back at about 10 p.m. with Didier for another film in competition. It's called Shoplifters by Corriera. So enjoy the evening on TV Festival.